Hello, Inez Singletary, Many Moons Astrology. It is the full moon. Moon is in Gemini, sun is in Sagittarius. Remember, full moons always mean that the sun and moon are on opposite sides of the chart, and this is the time in which we tend to experience the most contrast, differences, oppositions, antagonisms. That's on the, I'm going to say low side, and I just mean less conscious side. And on the high side, oppositions bring us awareness and fullness and friendship and balance of opposing forces. And those opposing forces give us a dynamic movement, just like our feet going, exchanging places as we move ahead gives us dynamic movement. So we need that opposition. We don't hop along. We glide along by putting the left foot and the right foot, and we let those 2 feet be friendly, even though they're different. Okay, so it's an opposition. Moon in Gemini. The moon in Gemini can be extra sensitive to words and the ideas that words are designed to convey. So this is a period in which to be aware of that and to monitor. We always want to monitor our thoughts. So moon in Gemini, we're going to be very sensitive to that. And the sun in Sagittarius is conjunct Saturn in Sagittarius. So I like to talk about Saturn as dominion or slavery. And of course, we're going for dominion. Okay, we want to be in charge. And in order to have the dominion that Saturn speaks of, we have to overcome the inertia and the leadenness that Saturn can sometimes give. So really, with Saturn and Sag, we are literally a bit afraid of the future. And we're afraid about politics and religion and being from abroad, from another country, from another class. The implications of all these things. And what we want is to be unconditional, to have unconditional love of life. What does that mean? That means that when the two forces are opposed one another, necessary for life to have movement and shape, we don't swing on the opposites. What we do is go for the triangle, the apex of the triangle. Okay, so let's say that this is our political climate, has to do with the opposition, right? And the Saturn and Sag has to do with, oh my God, the future. So first of all, I want to say that enjoy your holiday. Enjoy the spirit of the newborn king, which is really metaphor for your newborn king. Don't let fear of the future rob you of today. Now you might think, wait, if the sky is going to fall, upon the world on January 20th, whatever that date is, then, I can't enjoy the rest of December or the beginning of January. That's just like foolish. No, I'd really rather be wise enough to wring my hands and look. This easy, to some extent, easy for me to say, because guess what, people? I have been practicing. Okay, I have been virtually homeless for the past couple of years. Okay, and to get through it, sometimes it was day by day. Okay, I had to teach myself to live in the promise. Okay, and the promise was, if you will be okay anyway, if you can say hallelujah anyhow, then you can make it kind of along the straight. Okay, and you can receive guidance, and you can be okay. And you got to feel that okay. You have to say to yourself when, the situation has gotten tentative again, that, there's going to be an answer. There's going to be a way. There's going to be a place. Lucky for me, my imagination won't take me to the sidewalk, because I can't even imagine how to work that, how to do that. So in some sense that saves me, but I also want a quality of life. It's been 2 years. Okay, so I don't want to spend 2 years in depression, 2 years in poverty consciousness, 2 years, and then probably more like 3, but let's say 2. That'll be all right. I don't want to spend this time waiting for the other shoe to fall. Okay, the shoe has already kind of rained up on my head. Okay, so, but I got to keep going. I can keep going. That's the thing. I don't have to. But I'll be happier if I do. And in order to do it, I have to say hallelujah anyhow. Okay? And some of it is about anticipating the future. Okay? How am I going to do tomorrow? Or how am I going to do next month? Or how am I going to do 2 months from now? Okay? And I do it by being good today. And I know whether or not I am good today by the way I feel today. Okay? So, James Baldwin, poet, said to Maya Angelou, fellow poet, "Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head." And I think of Harriet Tubman, my hero. Harriet Tubman was born into slavery. Okay? And she said, I am free. And feeling free, she got free. On foot, following the North Star, and when couldn't see the star, the moss grew on the north side of the tree. These people had to do something for slavery. And all we have to do, really, easier said than done, I know, is free our minds, the rest will follow. So, but here, this is the point. This is the point of saying that I've had some practice, okay? It's like, okay, crap's hitting the fan, how you gonna do? How can you feel good in this uncertainty? When you're a retiree, and feeling good means, can you respect yourself? Can you hold your head up like you are wearing the crown? And can you put the ducats on the line, to pay for your current roof over your head and buy your food? And without the energy, without the spirit of it, you can't move your mind forward. You can't be open. You can't be open to solutions. I've said all of this before. But Saturn and Sagittarius can be fear of the future. We're all working with that energy, okay? Not just about the election, but whatever else is going on in your life. You know, are you going to be afraid of the future? Or are you going to make an effort to have some dominion toward the future? And you got to practice. You got to start. You got to try. Okay? And again, the deal is that you want to escape the pendulum swing, you know? Oh, I'm happy today. Oh, I got some bad news in the afternoon. Now I'm bad and I can't sleep at night. Oh, and the next day I get a phone call, so all right, and so I'm happy again, and then tomorrow, so we're up and down, and so we want to train ourselves. This is spiritual training, people, in my eyes, okay? And we want to train ourselves to grab that center and hold that center so that we can be all right every day. Is this the worst of times? This is the best of times to build your spiritual muscle and heart. Okay? See you at the new moon.